Hello, my name is Sekit. We are playing All the Magic Arcana. And quiet you. We'll just go upstairs. Between episodes, I've been doing a bunch of stuff. I've been flattening out a lot of land. I've gotten the builders to build some buildings. And we're gonna place the last one we're gonna have them make before everything will start to change here. We only have 4 colonists. Once you go above 4, you start getting raiders. So the tavern, will give us 3 right away. Here's the tavern. It's under the basic. Let's figure out how it's gonna work. Have a driveway. Do we need to go up one? Maybe it goes down one to a path. Well, let's flip it around this way. We'll move it back. And over here, and we'll do the whole thing. Let's see. We're finally in. We'll move it back a little too. Why not? We'll make some room. We'll place it. And then we'll go to bed real quick. I'll show you what the colonists have been doing. So over here, we have this building here. This is the forester. We placed it last time. This is the whole reason that we're doing mine colonies early. We want to get... I want to get wood from the forester, probably throughout most of the playthrough. Oops. That'll be alright. Now over here, we have what's going to be the university. This is where we do all the research that it mentions in JI, where it says you gotta research. We'll find one pretty easily. You gotta research this or that. Yeah. This is where we're gonna be doing all that. And we also have 2 guard towers. We're gonna need 1 or 2 more. And the town hall is finished. It's looking a lot like the other buildings. That's where it's at. Okay, so, no, apparently. We only have 4 colonists. And the raids have begun. And it's a pretty useful kind of raid. We're gonna have to get a boat. It's way out there. Let me get a boat. So the pirates come with their little temporary structure. It will change size. This is gonna get bigger. And these typically have spawners on them, just like this one does. Fortunately, these guys aren't particularly difficult, and this is the smallest one. Now, what's useful about these things is that they have, they have all this stuff on it. Looks like there's one more pirate.
I'll be back.
Is there another one somewhere? I kind of expect, let's see, no, oh, yeah. There's one right here.
I'll be back.
And then there's one getting back here. Now, one nice thing about the raid system is that when you get down to the last few, they're highlight. There we go. Nice. The colonists will hide in their houses. We're gonna need some guards. I've got, I know I have 1 guard tower placed. I thought I had 2, but I'm lying if I said I knew where it was. We're gonna just go ahead and grab as much of this stuff as possible. They'll use it all. What you don't get with the raiders that just come across land are these little treasure boxes. These get progressively more useful as you get raid after raid. Like, each raid is typically... Are we full? We're full. Each raid is typically more difficult than the one that came before. These will pick up in intensity, but they shouldn't be too bad. We should be able to keep up with it. So now that we got this built, we can look at the research GUI. There's 3 trees. Level 1, we can research all of these going down. We'll need some guys, but that'll unlock more buildings and improve the colonists, and it takes quite a while to do them all, so we want to get started as soon as we can. Now, I didn't have my my mic on when they sounded the horn, but I thought I'd try to record it anyway. These are the more traditional types of barbarians. They're somewhere to the north, apparently. I don't know exactly where, and sometimes... Oh, they're in the middle of the ocean. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Let's see what's going on here. So these guys don't have a little base. They just show up and you fight them. And it looks like there's only 2 in this wave, which is fine. I don't have any complaints about that. Ow. Remember how hard it used to be to fight skeletons in the water? Alright, but we'll deal with him, and then we'll get the chief over here. And then we should be good. Like, I think the average was set to the default, which is 14 days. And that's fine. That's a good amount. They do have drops that your guys need. The enchanters specifically, these guys drop ancient tomes. Hold on to those. You'll also use those at the university as, you know, currency for the research. Hooray! Alright. How, Constance is building the tavern. It looks like we'll get 4 all at once. She's asking for 4 beds. So, I'm gonna get cracking on that. Now the next thing I'm gonna want is a market, because I need a spruce sapling for the colonists, and I do not have one. This is a block from farming for blockheads that we gotta get a little bit of emerald here. This will allow us to trade for various natural things. We're just gonna plop it down like out here. This will be fine. I love that. Okay, so we've got like seeds. That's very nice. We don't have any cabbage yet. We need some cabbage. Very nice. I wonder if there's rice. No, it doesn't have the rice, but we need spruce. And we might as well get one more, huh? Because I would like to plant some and grow some so we have access to that. But that'll help us out. Now, we won't be able to get mystical agriculture seeds from it, which would be comically overpowered if we could. But we can get a lot of the Pam stuff. We can get the saplings, which will save us on having to run around the world and always die to dragons early on in the pack here. Alright, she's finishing up. I don't know if she wants to grow a spruce tree here. Oh, hello. What you got? Thunderlegs. It's a lot of rebounding. Okay. Oh, you know what that noise was? I don't know if you could hear it, but the bugs from the Bearded Dragons mod, not only are they ubiquitous, they make all kinds of racket. There's like this weird like this noise like thick air that they make. It's anyway. This will do 2 things for us. It will give us just colonists. We'll just get some, and they'll move in up here. And we'll also get us visitors. Yeah, here's a gal. We can recruit them. Some of them look quite interesting. It's my experience that they lose their unique appearance as soon as they take a job. So there's that. But we'll test that. They all have equipment. It's pretty cool. But I think what's going to happen is our colonists will start having children and the little babies will move into the bar. Because that's, perfectly normal way to found a town. Now, I want to take a look here at what it will take to get the builder up to level 2. They'll be a little faster, and I think they'll be able to use iron tools. I'm pretty sure we can get a hold of all of this. We'll have to mine up some copper, and we'll have to get some pumpkin seeds from our friendly neighborhood emerald marcher over there by the market. But I think we can get that to level 2. And then over here, I have a mine and a quarry laid out. Alright, this thing went ahead and picked somebody. Yep, we got Drew over here. So, what this means, this residences totaling at least 3 levels. That's like, we have 4 residences, that's 4 levels. They're all level 1. If we had 2 level 2 residences, we would have 4 residence levels. So, it's however many you have, and each one times the level that it is. So if we had 5 levels, it would be 25. But we have 3 because, so we can start researching. With 1 researcher, which is all you can have at level 1, you do 1 research at a time. Each researcher that you add as you go up levels gives you additional researches that you can do at the same time. You can get like 4 or 5 going at once. It's pretty good. This will take half an hour.
Is the colony going downhill?
Excuse me? Dude, it's brand new. It's not going. Thank goodness. Now, the mine's coming along. Now, the mine and the quarry are interesting. I think there might be 1 or 2 more like this. The worker that gets assigned is really just building. They're mostly digging out, but it's like they'll build a predictable structure. You need a mine for a quarry. Only a miner can run a quarry. You choose which one is which from inside the GUI here. We can also assign guards, and that's going to be a thing that we want to do. We'll have to look and see if we can do that over at the quarry also. Like, we'll upgrade this to at least level 3 before we have a miner working here, because otherwise they'll dig into our basement and probably into the ocean. We don't want that. But we do need this for the quarry, and we want the quarry, like the cobblestone and all the materials. The quarry has been bugged. I'm hoping it's fixed. We're going to find out. Alright. Mine's finished. We're going to come over and first of all,
I don't feel very appreciated.
to a quarrier. We're going to hire Harley. Very nice. And we're gonna come over here. We might need to build this before we assign her, I'm not sure. Let's see. Miners. Gotta construct the hut. Okay. Alright, Constance. Now, one thing we can do, even with the builders, is teach it some crafting recipes. These guys only have access to the 2x2 grid, but that's fine. We could teach it how to make sticks out of oak planks, and then we could teach them how to make torches out of the sticks and the charcoal. You want to be intentional with this, because, you could like all these different coals. You could end up with different stick types. If you taught it this one, it'd be like, where's my 4th stick? That's not what you want to do. I want to put them in there manually when there's any chance of the recipe getting confused. We have enough gold that I feel comfortable making a mega torch, which is going to take 2 blocks, but it's going to be worth it. We're lit up pretty well, but the builder has a tendency to knock down torches when there's a torch in the way of what they're building. The mega torch will prevent hostile mobs spawning in a 64 block radius by default around it. And it's a blood moon, so it's all red out here. We are, for the time being, I think... We don't have any little pillars left out here. I've used them all. For the time being, we'll put it right here. This will prevent hostile mob spawning in a very large area. Until very recently, these bee nests had some bees in them. We were able to get a couple of honey bottles, make some of these bee cages. Recipe's pretty generous in this. And these are single use. There is a multi-use version. But we're gonna take these bees and see if we can get them to rehome over here at this beehive, so we can start more conveniently getting some honey and such. And we had a backpack from Useful Backpacks for like 5 minutes at the beginning of the series, and then we got eaten by a dragon. The basic gives you another 3 rows of inventory space, which is very handy, but you can continue to upgrade it. We can, with the iron farm, we can trivially do the iron. We can go ahead and equip it in our back slot. Got a hotkey for it. Can't believe I haven't done that already. Now I got some exploring to do. There's something on the map. Hello. There's something down here. I think it's just a normal village, but I would like to check it out. I also want to see if I can get my hands on some lava. So, we're going to go into the FTP chunks map here, and into the claim chunk manager. We're going to claim all of our chunks, and then we're going to shift click them to force load them. This, I haven't looked at the mine colony settings in the pack. I'll have to look, but our house is within the border of the colony, and there is a setting that's like, some of the colony's loaded, all of it's loaded. And they will continue to do thing. I'll have to make sure that setting's set. We'll find out. We may get messages about them finishing things or needing things. Who knows? Now, this thing, we're going to leave alone for now. I'm starting to get a little bit better gear. But I think that thing's full of spawners. I don't know how many. And I think we're going to want to bring brushes in there too. We'll see. Now there's this evil craft structure on the map. These can have fancy things in them. Okay, that'll come in handy. We got Amulet of Charging. Slightly decreased attack speed. Okay. I'm sure that that will become clear. What else do we have here? Charm Bracelet of Defense. Interesting. Alright. I did see a bunch of villagers on the map. We're right by that place. It looks like it's just a village, but that's fine. This looks like a trail ruins. This is a trail ruins. Okay, we're gonna mark this on the map. I am sure that we're gonna have to do some archaeology in this pack if we're gonna get to the All the Mod Star. We might have to do some in a trail ruins, which is, well, that's cool. You don't see those very often. That's a great addition to the vanilla game. I've really enjoyed having those in mod packs in my vanilla world. Oh yeah, they're still building back there. Okay, so that seems to have worked. Very good, very good. All kinds of... We don't really need the villagers, but there's probably a lot of stuff in here. Oh, okay. Some relics. This will be good. Oh, and here's one of the reusable bee cages. That may come in handy even on this trip. Most villages we find should come with wastestones. This one's no exception. We're so close. We might as well just hork it. That'll be nice. I was kind of hoping for a brewing stand somewhere. I don't see clerics. A great looking village though. It's pretty good. Ah, perfect. I ran back to the base to drop everything off, but we're gonna make a sleeping bag out of 3 wool. This will allow us to sleep outside or somewhere that isn't our base without resetting our spawn. We'll be able to skip the night. Let's see, there's something up here. Let's check it out. Still looking for lava. Oh, it looks like it might be from Hexaray. Seen these in Fear Not the Night, which we will be returning to. Yeah, these are pretty safe. We should be able to just grab some interesting stuff out of here real quick. This is all like letter supplies. Like, well, sometimes. Oh, here are the cabinets. Yeah, there's a whole mechanic with like using owls to send messages around. I guess this is where one of the owls lives. It's a little, you know, just in case you need it. And there are a few fancy things in here that I would like to grab. More owl supplies. Let's see. Definitely this. This works like a shulker. Doesn't look like we can sort with the middle click, but we could do the A to Z sort. It's very nice. It like opens when you approach it. We'll get some use out of that. And then there's another way. Yeah, the stairs keep going up. That's right. And oh, I'm bad at stairs. And up here, I think there's... These herb jars will store 1 herb. They also... Ooh, whoopee cushion. Also work like shulker boxes. And we'll take the cobwebs. Take all of this stuff. Well, we always need books. Why not? I don't think there are actually any books in these. I've tried. I've broken them. I think it's just visual. Here we go. This will do the job. You can do some pretty good shenanigans with vein miner and obsidian. Shenanigans is what we're gonna do. Here we go. This will only take a little bit. And all this should be right here. Okay, and all this water would have put out any additional lava. Now we're way out here. Is there anything else we should take a look at while we're here? Anything on the map now? It just looks like water. Now I had the guys build a farm, and the farm has 1 field included. It's like it's a split level for some reason. So let's see. Do we go out? This is by 4. So we'll select 4 in each direction. And we're gonna go ahead and start growing potatoes. Now, each level of farm, this is a level 1, will take 1 field. As we level it up, we can add more. Let's see. Automatic. Okay, so it recognizes the 1 field. The field is defined by that scarecrow, which is the hut block for it. And it works just like we showed you there. I'm going to make room for some more right over here. I haven't neglected my noisy box boys over here. I got some pretty good stuff at some high prices and some pretty good stuff at some amazing prices. This will, that enchantment will get us ores from mining stone at, you know, reasonably high rate. Here we got a good amount of stone to deal with. Alright, no cobblestone, no cobblestone. Yeah, so we ended up with a little bit of lapis, a little bit of coal. You know, it accumulates over time. It's better than no free ores. Actually, now I'm doubting myself whether it worked with the vein miner. We'll mine some more stone here. See what happens. No, we ended up with just a diamond. I was kind of expecting to see the ores themselves. Oh, I mean, it's, you know, Not complaining about it. Now, to upgrade the university to level 2, we need a shroom light. And we're starting to run a little long, but I thought I would poke my head in here real quick. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Yeah, there's a Soul Sand Valley down there. Oh my goodness. Giant. Okay. Well, oh, there's a couple of structures. I'm sure those will be terrible. Yeah, so not the greatest nether start. So I'm gonna go ahead and gear up and maybe figure out a way to navigate the nether. And then we'll be back in the next episode. Thanks for watching.